Well, this is overdue, but hello, fam. Welcome to my trip to Jamaica vlog, part one. This is Kingston, Jamaica, and this is when I was coming from the airport. I was on my way to where I was staying, and the sun came out shining because it was pouring, okay, when I arrived, all right, and I was waiting in the airport. But later on, we stopped at the market and I was taking a look at these muffins, which is $350 each. But that's $2, about $2.25 in US dollars. Okay, now coming upon this, let's pause here because I must admit I was frightened at first, and I don't know why they had to do Miss Lou like this in this specific or particular position. However, Miss Louise Bennett Coverly, she was an awesome poet and Jamaican folklorist, writer, educator, and she had contributed much to Jamaica. So shout out to Miss Lou. But let's move on. Yeah. So yeah, I just took a little walk around there, and then this was the next day. And listen, y'all know I had to, like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a little free. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, a little something, you know what I'm saying? So I don't normally do vlogs, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to start doing some more vlogs. All right. But yeah, man, I was feeling the shades and the fit. What you think? All right. So yeah, that was my fit for the day. And what I did was I walked. I was not too far
The
from
family lived here up until
Devon
1923.
House. So
And then to sold
I
it to a
walked
family called the
to
Melhado,
Devon House
who then sold it to the
and
Lakers. The house with the boat to
did
the
a tour.
Monash.
It was my
Now, that was when the
it's
Jamaican
not my has
government
not been my
stepped in,
first time
bought it through the
in
National
Jamaica,
Trust. What
but
they have
I
done was
did
to
a tour and
refurbish
listened
to its
some of
former
these
glory.
lovely
Now, when you stand here and gaze across to the mansion itself was built by timber, red brick and plaster. It has louvers and jalousies and double hung sash windows. It's rectangular, so you get the cross ventilation, and it's Georgian with Caribbean flair. So let's go. We're going to walk and talk. You can ask me any question.
Yes. So we were about to go in the house, but you cannot record in the Devon house. But this is the property right here, and these are some of the pictures when you first enter the house. Yeah, it was so cool. So the Devon house was actually George Steeble's home, and he was the first black millionaire in Jamaica. And I always love, visiting museums and looking at history and just thinking about the time that people used to live in, back then. And it was just so nostalgic and, a little bit eerie, I would say as well. But it's definitely a place to come and visit. And tea time is my favorite time. Okay, so I just love looking at artifacts and just things that just make me remember just a different time or not remember, but think of a different time we are in. So these are some photos. I believe this is something that they used to wash their hands in, I think, before they ate or something of that nature. There was so much to see, okay? So much to see, so much information, and just to know that, man, like, somebody used to be living in this house and using all these things, and times were had in this place and memories and all that type of stuff. Games were played, conversations were had in these rooms. And it's just so crazy to think of, because sometimes you're in the moment. This was actually the article talking about his death, and there was a gun right in there and some other stuff. And this was the room, the bedroom. I don't remember if it would have been the wife or so. And look how far we've come with medicine. I mean, can you imagine? And these all of these things that you see. This right here is actually a bottle. It's a glass baby bottle, okay? And not to talk about the old school toilet. Thank God for flushing toilets today. Cause my, okay? And here was the to wash your face and your hands and stuff, and seeing this old sewing machine. And I mean, when you think about it, I was saying that, my gosh, like the wife and the women must have had plenty to do, which we still do. But back then, of course, when you're in a certain time, you go according to whatever is happening. But I thought that these chandeliers were so amazing. I mean, wow. Okay, wow. But yeah, I had said that the house was just eerie, just because of you just thinking about the time that, like, whole generations that used to live there, and party there and talk and all kinds of stuff, just imagining that used to happen in that home. And now we're just in just like a totally different time, at a standstill there, just looking at everything. But yeah, I had some Devon House ice cream. Not a fan anymore. The recipe has changed, but hey, I'm honest. I had some pizza, which was so good though. I must say, I can't even remember the place, but by the Devon House, there's a pizza place right there. So yeah. The next day though, we went to Montego Bay. Here we are driving to Montego Bay, to go to the beach. More of kind of one of like the more local beaches, but I mean, it was just so cool, just you know driving in between the mountains, and on our way there, it's about I would say about an hour or so from Kingston. So hey, if you're ever thinking of taking a trip to Jamaica, or you have family in Jamaica, you're from Jamaica, you have family there or friends there that live there, whatever, do a little bit of, you can do the tourist thing, but do a little bit of local as well, you know. But yeah, just so beautiful. Jamaica is just such a beautiful country, and you know, everywhere has its negative, but you have to appreciate it also. And my family's from Jamaica, and I totally appreciate that heritage, and I enjoy visiting. This was definitely a cool trip. Didn't go exactly as planned, but it was cool. I have me some good food. Okay, here's me sipping on something I can't even remember. I can't even remember what it was, but it was good. And then some steamed fish and bami and festival, and me walking in the beach and putting my toes in that water. Unfortunately, this day I couldn't submerge myself in the water. However, it was just great, just walking in the water and just being able to see through the water. Okay, being able to see through the water was so refreshing. All right, so refreshing. And it just felt so good. Fam, so this was my first time going on a speedboat and taking a look at Dolphin Cove. Okay, it was totally awesome. Next time I'll swim with the dolphins. And this is actually near Fisherman's Village. And yeah, it was so cool just cruising across the seas of Jamaica. Okay, it was so nice. I mean, look at this view. I mean, my goodness. So yeah, we were at Fisherman's Village, and they have these boats further up there where you can go speedboating, and it takes you across the river to a different, not the river, but takes you all the way across, to some different points. But guys, look how beautiful this is. This is Fisherman's Village, I believe it's called. Right at the beginning of like Montego Bay, near like Dolphin Cove and all the other like excursions. But I mean, listen, come visit Jamaica, okay? I must go back. But yeah, this was kind of like, almost the last hurrah. But yeah, man, on the way back home, Jamaica. See you next time. All right, just waiting for the flight. But yeah, take a visit to Jamaica if you have never been. I guarantee you will enjoy yourself. Stay tuned for part 2.